So there you go. Walk out the door. Don't mess around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Just kidding. You guys are always welcome. Hey, Toast. Good to have you guys. I'm going to have to replay that floor, being a bummer that it is. I don't remember what the item room was, or if we've even been to the item room. Maybe somebody else remembers. So, I don't care. I know the boss room is up this way somewhere. I should have shown the silly lock. I should have told her thrown away the key. And back to follow me. And you'd start watching more. Hey, Jesse. Welcome, my dude. And Toast, thank you for being here as well. So now I'll go. Aye, Papi. Rude. Yeah, so anyway, where were we? Before the game got interrupted by a bug. Yeah, we're just talking about the future of video games, which is incredibly bright. Can't wait. And I wish I could somehow magically teleport in like 200 years in the future and see what in the world gaming would be like then. I just can't even imagine. Think about how crazy it's gone in just how many years have video games even been out? Not even like 40 years? Not even like 40 years? And can you imagine what it's going to be like with the advances in technology in 10 years, in 20 years, in 200 years? God, it can be incredible. So, going to be absolutely incredible. So, what a time to be alive, right, mates? A lot of stuff is going wrong in the world for sure. I'm not going to talk about politics. A lot of horrible war and famine and starvation, but I am one of the luckiest people ever to have you guys here and to be able to play music and video games for a living. And the luckiest. Well, not video games for a living, but you know what I mean. To have time to play video games. So, ouch. Well, that saved some, at least that saved some time, to be fair. That room would have taken probably about a minute to finish. So at least we saved a little time on that. Watch out for the warflies. Not that it's a huge worry for us, because we're regenerating our HP, but do we want to avoid this? No, we want that Tears upgrade, even though it's barely a Tears upgrade. Still is. Need to start watching more. Hey, Doge, good to have you. Welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry the stream broke. It's not my fault. Maybe my PlayStation is old and needs a dusting or something like that, but I mean, it is old and probably does need a dusting, but game sometimes just crashes. Oh, boomer. You finally found my old music channel. I know, I was stupid. I was looking at my old channel, and I forgot to switch profiles at the end of that video. Whoops. That was not meant as a way to self-promote. But, yes, that was not on purpose. That was not meant as a way to self-promote. I forgot to switch back. At least I wasn't, like, humble bragging or anything like that, you know? At least I wasn't, like... What word am I looking for? At least I wasn't, like, doing it, you know, purposely trying to do that. You'll have to forgive me. I forgot. You're playing Kane Ultra Greed. Go, boy, go. You got this, my dude. Vamonos. Vamos, vamos. Hey, we got through the boss without... Hey, Sniper, welcome back. Sorry for the stupid, this might be worth a void, but... I think it is. That's 2 items. They're not that good. I'm voiding. We got... Oh, a huge Tears up. That's great. Yay. Got a huge Tears up. We could have voided Krampus's head if we get it, but... Oh, well. Oh, well. Yeah, I've got like I really have no subscribers. I have no subscribers, and not that you guys have to or anything like that. No pressure at all. I've got like no subscribers and like a ton of videos that are, some of them are good, some of them are trash, but you know what? And my my bandmates and my dad have told me you should take down those older videos that are really bad quality. And you know what I tell them? I tell them even though you're right in terms of like getting gigs and stuff like that, I should probably put only the best stuff on that channel. But you know what? I've thought about that for, you know, a hot minute, more than a hot minute, and I kind of disagree. I think it's interesting to show the progression of a young teacher. Maybe I'm being full of myself. I'm not trying to. Sucks being lonely. Oh, poor guy. You have us, Sniper. You have us. You don't have to be lonely at VitaOnly.com. Oh, man. Oh, man. You guys know what Farmers Only is? I've never done online dating, by the way, and I probably should at some point. I'm such a scrub when it comes to meeting women. First of all, I don't like to go out to bars because I find them loud and annoying. I'm an old curmudgeon that way. I find bars loud and annoying, and I also don't drink on the reg. Also, I'm not like a huge fan of alcohol. Like I like it, and I like to drink. Don't get me wrong. I'm an older guy, but I don't like hangovers anymore because I'm not 19. I'm no longer a spry young 19-year-old who can drink as much as I want without getting, you know, putting on the pounds. And also, I don't like hangovers very much, so, which we may or may not be dealing with today. Hey, Molly, how are you? One of your teachers was the bartender at Chili's. Oh, of course, man. Teachers don't make very much money. Take it from me. Teachers don't make very much money, so be nice to your teachers, even if they're jerks to you. It's a freaking hard job, man. Take it from me. Even if they're jerks, nobody's perfect, right? If you have a criticism of your teacher, which I think everybody has one of those teachers that's not very great, you know what they would love, they would appreciate, and I mean this, by the way, 100%. Take it from a former teacher. If you got something you disagree without a teacher, instead of always complaining about it and being a jerk in their class, even if they deserve it, because some teachers are jerks. I know it, 100%. Some teachers are not very good, and they're also jerks. But you know what, the teacher, if you want that teacher to get better and you want to have a better experience in that class, talk to them. Be respectful and go up and talk to them and say, you know what, I really feel like instead of whining to the principal or whining to your mom or to your dad, or your sister or whatever, your best friends, like, because that's going to get you nowhere at all. And the teacher might even get angrier and angrier, right? Which is not going to solve the problem. The teacher is going to be worse and worse and worse towards you. Talk to them about it. Like, go up to them respectfully and say, you know, I appreciate what you do, even though you might not. Even though you may not. You might have to lie a little bit. Tell them I appreciate what you do, and I want to make the best out of my situation in this class, and I think I want to make the situation better for you. And so here are my concerns, and you know, you don't have to demand anything. You don't have to be super demanding about it. You don't have to be like, you know what, if you don't do this, I'm gonna blah blah blah, threaten to go to the principal or whatever. Just be like, here are my concerns. Here's the, you know, what I feel like the way that I learn best, and how other students might also learn best. Hey, Kat, welcome back. Good to see you. Here's the way that I learn best, and here's how I think other students could learn best, and here are some ideas for me, or this. You can also say stuff like, you know, you can be an adult about it. You can say, this is going to sound really pansy, but I don't care, man. This is called being an adult, for folks. It's called growing up and being an adult. You can say, you know, my feelings were hurt when you said this. When you were talking to me this way, I really didn't appreciate it, and you start a discussion. So you could make a last stream. You're all right, bud. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. I promise you, your teacher is going to look at you in a whole different light. They're not going to, unless you got a real jackass of a teacher. Sorry, pardon my français, pardon my French there. Unless you have a real jackass of a teacher who's completely jaded, I promise you they're going to look at you in a different light, because you're just trying to make their life better, and you're trying to make your life better, right? So, and if you complain, all you do is complain to, you know, we all complain. I definitely do. We all complain. Good to have you, Cat Burger. We all totally complain, so don't get me wrong, but if all you're doing is complaining, it's not going to solve anything, and it might even make the problem worse. It might exasperate. That's the word I'm looking for. Exasperate. Yes, that's a real word. The situation. Make it worse. So, just saying. You died in Boss Rush yesterday as the loss. I'm so sorry, Cat. Did you get the Holy Mantle yet? You must be pretty close. If you didn't get it, you must be pretty close. Poor guy. Can I cry? Hell yeah! What's wrong with crying? Christ. That's such a misnomer. It's funny, Super Saiyan. That's such a misnomer. That's such a 1950s thing to say. Such a madman. You guys ever watch Mad Men? I've never watched it, but I know what it's about. That's such a madman thing to say, that men can never cry. You cannot cry. Hell no, dude. It's such bullcrap. That's such bullcrap. Of course, dude. It's a good thing. You gotta let those feelings out, my man. You don't want to get, you gotta let those feelings out. You trap them inside. It's just gonna get worse and worse and worse, right? You gotta find somebody to talk to, too, my dude. If you're really feeling sad, find somebody to talk to. You'll feel a lot better. And I'm always offering free therapy. I'm no expert, especially when it comes to girls. I'm like the worst with girls. I've never had any luck with women. Never. But that's not true. I've had some luck, but not recent luck. We'll put it that way. Not recent luck. And Satanic Bible. Let's use that before we forget. But you got free therapy on Discord or on the stream, you know. We're not here. I'm not going to be here to depress everybody. Is this Eden? It is, Cat. Yes, it is. We started out with a terrible run, and now our run is great. So, yeah, it was a horrible start, but it turned around quite nicely, don't you think? Yeah, the first 3 floors of this run were bad. Bad. But we're slowly but surely getting good stuff here. It's not overpowered by any means, but it's pretty good. Hell yeah. Anyway, so please, guys and gals, if you're ever feeling sad, find somebody who's able to listen, and you don't have to inundate them with, you know, everything, but don't be afraid to talk to people if you're sad. It's very important, you know? It's very important. I'm not saying that you have to, you know, give away your biggest secrets in life. Not saying you have to give away your biggest secrets in life, but is it bad that you want to die? No. Everybody feels like that at some point in their life. Trust me. Everybody feels like that at some point in your life. Just realize that you have people who love you and people who care about you. And you're not alone, okay? My man, you're not alone. I promise you. This is interesting. I kind of want to avoid both of these. We might get a damage and a tears upgrade. We really need a damage up. Kind of want to avoid both of these. Let's see what's in our devil deal. Maw of the Void we're going to take. Absolutely. Kind of want to avoid both of these. Because what is one tears upgrade going to give us? You know, not a lot. What is one damage upgrade and a tears upgrade potentially going to give us? A lot. Let's avoid them both. Okay, we didn't get tears up, nor did we get damage up, so it was actually a bad bad idea, but bad luck is what that was. Bad luck. Yeah, there you go, Molly. Thank you. That was terrible luck, unfortunately. Oh well, life goes on. Still have a good run. How many syringes do we have? 2? Yeah. Awful luck, but whatevs. Yeah, you're not alone, okay? Everybody feels like that at some point in their lives, and if they have never felt like that, if they've never felt like that, they're either lying or they're very young. Okay, I promise you, things will get better. It's hard. Breakups are so hard, dude. Breakups are so hard, especially if you're the one getting broken up with, and it's. I'll tell you a little tiny story here. And if this is TMI, or if you want to turn off the channel and you don't want to hear Vita stories, fine, understandable. But we've got somebody in my stream now who I really care about. He's a great guy. He's been around. Hey, Nitsa. He's been around my stream almost since the very beginning of my stream. One of my oldest subs, and he feels really bad. So I think I'll tell a story. I don't know if it's gonna make him feel any better, but. I'll do my best. So when I was in college, my freshman year, I thought I fell in love for the first time, and I think I did. You know, I met on my very first day of college, even before I, and I had girlfriends before. I had this is probably super boring for you guys. I don't even think I've ever told Molly this. Maybe I have. Actually, I probably have. So sorry, Molly. Maybe you're going to be bored out of your skull, but my very first day of college, I met an absolutely amazing person. I'm not going to say her name. Not that she watches my stream or knows that I exist anymore, and that's totally fine. It took me a while to get over that, but I met an incredible person. We were river rafting, and I sat next to her in the van. And ever since that first river rafting trip together, we were almost inseparable. I mean, we were really, really good friends before we started being boyfriend and girlfriend. So, which is kind of unusual for me, right? So, you're only in 6th grade. Well, I'll try to keep it PG-13, don't worry. I'll try to keep it PG-13 for you. Anyway, so, I made the mistake, though, of falling really, 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 really hard. It was my first, in my opinion, the first time I really fell in love. And I haven't fallen in love very many times, but I've probably only fallen in love once or twice, but it was the first time I really, really, really fell in love, and I was just digging this girl, and I thought she was digging me, and I was thinking, like, man, maybe this is going to be the one, you know? We were together for not very long, but in that short time that we were together, it was incredible, and still some pleasant memories for sure. You know, even with the bad ones, there's still some pleasant memories, but I went off to South America over the summer to volunteer at in the middle of the rainforest, and she, oh God, went to, this is crazy, but she was broke and she wanted some money, and so she went into the middle of the Pacific Ocean on a fishing vessel. Not like one of those hardcore fishing vessels like the ones you see on TV, you know, like it was a big vessel, and she was just like processing fish. But anyway, you make a lot of money doing that, right? Well, I thought it was going to be great, but, and I didn't cheat. I didn't cheat. She may have. I never really will know. I would imagine that she did, but I'll never really know. But when I came back to school the next year, this is a little hard for me to talk about, and I'm sorry, this is probably super boring for you guys. This is probably super, super boring for you guys, but so feel free to let me know. Shut up, Vita, if you're getting bored. We're going Polaroid on this run, okay. So I came back to university, and I never got a call from her or a text. You know, I thought we were pretty, you know, pretty close, and I thought we were in love, but I actually kind of got colded. I got like completely cut off, without any letter, without any phone call, without any text. I just got completely cut off, and she transferred schools. And I've always, you know, been a little curious about why she did it, but I think it had more to do with her than it had to do with me, which is still difficult, but I got cut off like really, really abruptly, and never heard from her for like years. She finally Facebooked me years later, but she never told me, and we hung out once, but she didn't want to talk about it, and I didn't really want to talk about it either. So we never like had that reconciliation moment or that honest moment. So yeah, it was a weird situation. Anyway, what the hell is the point of that story? I guess the point is, first of all, you're a young man, sniper. You're a young man, and even though heartbreak feels like it's the end of the world, and it always does, especially if you don't expect it, heartbreak might feel like the end of the world for you, but I promise it'll get better. It takes time. You'll always have, hopefully you'll have good memories as well. You know, hopefully you'll have good memories of the relationship as well. And I don't know how long it was, but very familiar story, yeah. So hopefully you'll have good memories, and just remember the good times, and remember that you learned a lot, right? You learned a lot about life by sharing yours with somebody else, and if you gave it your heart, there's nothing else that you could have done to change it. Nothing else. If you were you and you gave your heart, there's absolutely nothing you could have done, and she or he whoever the relationship was, or, you know, whatever way you guys roll, it was not the right person for you, trust me. You're super, super young, man. You are super, super, super young. You have so much life ahead of you. So much life ahead of you. And I hate to say it, but this will probably not be the last time you get your heart broken. Unless you're really lucky, my dude. Unless you are really lucky, which is, you know, awesome, but... it's probably not going to be the last time you get your heart broken either. So, just as long as you are... Hey again, Zombot. Sorry my stream broke. You've come back to see Polyphemus. Yeah, this run is broken, my dudes. Not officially broken, but very, very good. It's so good. You're probably gonna have more heartbreak in the future. And what's most important is that you learn from it. My dude, you learn from it. And you never give up, right? Because love is hard. Take it from me. I've been single now for a long time. Long time. I'm terrible with women. I'm absolutely awful with women. I see a pretty girl and I can't even talk to her. I'm like, oh, dude? I've told you guys that before. How's it going? It's going alright. We're just enjoying life right now. We're kind of talking serious stuff right now, but, you know, Zombot. We're kind of talking serious stuff, but we're just enjoying life. Or I am, anyway. And so just learn something from it, and take it from me. There are other girls out there. I promise. It's easy to think that your prince is in another castle. Oh, I mean, oh man, I gave away the punchline. I gave away the punchline. Stupid Vita. That was gonna be the best punchline ever. It's easy to think that like you got a soulmate and that's the only person that you could ever want to be with, but that is not even remotely true. Not even remotely true, trust me. All it takes is one look at this beautiful girl or beautiful guy or whatever. Blue baby. All it takes is one look at your next potential friend, and your heart will skip a beat and you'll change and you'll feel better almost immediately. Of course, you know, if you were in love, some of that is still going to remain. You're always going to have a little piece of your heart with that person. But trust me, it fades over time, both negative and positive, especially when you meet somebody else. Just remember, though, as Uncle Vita says, let's just random, shall we? Remember, as Uncle Vita says, though, what? Oh man, your princess is in another castle. I totally screwed up that punchline. Dang it! All right, we get to have revenge on our daily challenge, which we lost, unfortunately, like a scrub. Get revenge on our daily challenge. Yeah, and remember, as Vita says, you don't need, I promise you this, it's 100% true. You do not need a woman or a man or a boyfriend or a girlfriend in your life to feel happy. The only way that you're going to feel happy is from yourself, right? I promise you that. So even though it feels like garbage right now, it feels like total garbage for you, trust me, I've been there. You don't need anybody else to make you happy. That is only going to come from within. Doesn't matter how wealthy you are, doesn't matter how rich you are, doesn't matter what kind of a car you have. All that happiness is going to come from within. So, yeah. You're one of the best things ever happened to you. Oh, you're great, Doge. Duck. Everybody here is super chill. Thank you guys for making me the luckiest streamer ever. Ooh, that was a good dodge. You see that? Snaked through there. I'm not very good at dodging sometimes, but that was actually a good dodge. Zombot, did I creep you out? Sorry, bud. One of my subs here is having a rotten day, and he's one of my oldest and most loyal subs, so I wanted to try to cheer him up a little, and I don't know if I did, but probably not. So, and he's not the only one, right? There's other people out there who are feeling sad. I promise you. I promise you. Cosmos seems so relatable. Yeah. Yeah, man. We got some really lovely people here. So relatable. Did I miss a comment? I'm sorry if I did. We got some sad people out there in the world right now. I promise you're not alone. You can do it one day at a time. Stop! That's the second time in like a week that this item has appeared on a Curse of the Blind. Jesus. At least it's going to be easy to see because of Incubus. But second time in a week. At least it's going to be easy to know where it is because of Incubus. But, oh, man. I mean, this is a much better situation than it could be. This could be a way worse situation, but... Oh, still a bummer, man. There goes our run, almost certainly. There goes a lot, probably a loss, almost certainly. Be to have a heart, okay. You had exams today, Makai. Did you do okay? Don't worry about it. Hopefully you did your best. That's all you can ask for. Hopefully you did your best. So, anyway, I'm here for you on stream. If you ever need somebody to talk to, you don't have to spill all your secrets, but if you're ever having a bad day and you just want somebody to talk to, I'm here on stream. I'm also on Discord. We've got wonderful mods and people who are not mods who are also wonderful. And they are friendly. And as long as you're not a creeper, as long as you're not a creeper, I'm sure they'd love to talk to you. You know? But you don't need to confess your... Please leave my mods alone. Unless they specifically ask you to confess their love, for you to confess their love to them. Please don't... please leave my mods alone about, like, you know, that kind of stuff. Okay? Please. If you don't need any... I don't need any love. I mean, I'm happy to be date doctor. I'm happy to be the love connection guru, but no, not unwarranted, okay? If you meet somebody online here on the stream that you really like, not unwarranted. What do I mean by that? Please be respectful of the privacy of my mods. All right? Thank you very much. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Hey, Sloppy Joe is here. What up, Bob? Hey, Slop. I got a terrible item that I picked up on Curse of the Blind. Yippee! Yippee! We'll see if we can win the run. I'm thinking, what's poppin', Jim? Not a lot. We're just having a good day here on stream. I'm having a wonderful time with my most amazing subs and other viewers. Sometimes trolls, not usually. Yeah. Yeah. You take damage on spikes. Not curse room damage. But, yes, I think you do still take damage on spikes. I don't know, maybe not. I'll take a peek. I think so, but I could be wrong. Let's maybe check that when I have... Wow, I'm so terrible with this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so terrible with this. I keep forgetting we even have it. So we're going to take both of these. God. Keep forgetting we even have Isaac's heart. Terrible with it. Didn't pick it up on purpose. Obviously. Take the goat head. Take the pact. Pin is adorable. Super adorable. Refer to me as FG2, your old channel, or Sloppy. Okay, I'll try to remember Slop. I'll probably just call you Sloppy, or Sloppy if you don't mind. Hey, FG2, Weird Man, welcome back, man. Good to see ya. I wondered if you gonna spend the night studying. Cool, Ape. Best of luck with your studies, man. You're gonna do great on your test. I believe in you. Or whatever you have to do. You're gonna do great. That's super responsible of you to spend the time studying. Especially because studying sucks. It's the worst. But it's going to be worth it. Worth it. You ever watch those videos, by the way? I think they're quite hilarious. I know BuzzFeed is kind of a cancer to YouTube, in a way. But I have to say, and by kind of a cancer, I mean totally a cancer in some ways to YouTube. But I actually quite like the Worth It videos. I think they're pretty funny. Yeah, 1 week off. Hell yeah. I actually kind of like the Worth It videos. Because at least that's sort of an original content. I mean, it's not an original idea. Don't get me wrong, but it's executed well. And the show's hosts are hilarious, I think. Very silly. Young dudes and dudettes sometimes. It's on YouTube. If you don't know, BuzzFeed does a channel or a show called Worth It. Pretty funny. Even though I know BuzzFeed is a bit of a cancer. Sorry, but it's just my opinion, of course. Feel free to disagree. Okay. How are we feeling about this run? I mean, damage-wise, awesome. We got Goat Head too, so we can start to the run. This run could start to pop, and I think that's the only possibility for us to survive here. Wow, puberty. I mean, that's good, actually. Remember when YouTube was good? Yeah, there's still original content out here, even though mine is not original. At least I try to post music and stuff, you know, sometimes. There is still some original content on YouTube. It's pretty rare nowadays, but it's pretty rare nowadays, but there's still some original content, you know. Not that my channel is obviously not original. The only thing I can do, the only thing I can offer for originality is I can offer me, and there ain't no other Vita, which is probably a damn good thing because I am as crazy as they come. I'm as crazy as they come. Come what may, come what may, I will love you, Binding of Isaac until my dying day. Never thought I could lose like this. Like I've never seen this heart before. Want to vanish inside your womb. Oh no. Gross. Gross. Sorry, Slobby. I'm sorry. Everybody's gonna unsub. Oh well. The real not fans, the real troopers will stay. It's alright, we're about to die anyway. Comment section like a war, no. I'm 14, never had a girlfriend before, but too shy to ask her, and she is super hot. Oh man. Whoa, that's a toughie. Well, if it was me, I'd probably never get the balls to ask her out. The last time I flirted with a girl, I'm not going to say names, but I think you probably already know. I think you probably already know if you've been around the stream long enough. Oh no, you stupid Isaac's heart. I hate you. You probably already know. But anyway, the last time I flirted with a girl, I had to get seriously intoxicated before I had enough courage to call her. I had to get really intoxicated before I had the courage to call her. I'm not going to say any more than that, but it's about time. I'll watch Submissions episode twice a day. Nice. Nice. Somebody likes you. Oh, lucky boy. Just brag about it, why don't you? No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I want that blank card and dice shard. I don't think we can get both. Maybe. We can just get a dice shard. Let's see if we come back after we clear the floor and see if we can get enough money. I'd trade Box of Friends for it. I'd totally trade Box of Friends for blank card, dice shard. If we can get the cash for it. If not, we're just going to take blank card. Although we should take it before we go to the double deal. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Probably. It actually doesn't matter because we have Goat Head. We can walk in and out of the double deal. Hey, Static. Hey, bud. Kids just make you more stressful. I believe that, Zombot. Well, I was a teacher, so. But I disagree. I love kids. I love kids. So, they are stressful, but they're also amazing. Kids open your eyes. And they're so creative because the creativity hasn't been killed out of them, especially very young kids. And sometimes you still get a rare kiddo. Like some of you on stream here. I'm not trying to shout out here or butter your biscuits. I'm not trying to butter your biscuits, but it's true we have some incredibly creative young men and women on this stream right now, and I see some of their stuff in Discord, some of their music and their voices and their drawings. Yeah, we got some incredibly talented people on the stream right now. Video game designer. Yeah, we got a lot. Anyway, our kids are hilarious too. They're just hilarious. There's no filter, right? There's no filter. And there should be sometimes, but there's never a filter. There should be. I hate to tell you guys I love you guys, but sometimes you gotta filter. Sometimes you gotta keep what's inside even though it's in your heart. Sometimes you gotta hide it. Not all the time, but sometimes. Yep, T-bro. No relationships make life harder. Yes, totally. That being said, you don't need a romantic relationship to be happy, I promise. I promise. But you do need relationships, right? Whether that's with somebody who's a friend, or whether that's your mom or your dad or your brothers or your sisters, you do need those. So don't give up on your friends, even when they're jerks sometimes, and your mom and your dad, etc. Don't give up on them too quick, because they need you and you need them. It's true, though. They need you and you need them. Even though it's so freaking hard sometimes, right? Wow, this is a weird stream today, but I think it's been one of my favorites, honestly, in a long time. Been one of my favorites. I'm learning about you guys, and you guys are hearing me preach a little bit. I apologize for that. Let me know. Am I being too preachy? Do you guys just want to play the video game and want me to shut up? I will. I will shut up and let you guys watch the video game if you want. Take a vote. 1 in the chat if Vita's too preachy. 2 if I'm a moderate level, acceptable level of preach. 3 if it's you want more preach. You ready? Will you do that? 1 if I'm preaching too much. Be honest. I won't be hurt. 1 if I'm preaching too much. 2 if I'm if you're acceptable level of preaching, or 3 if you want to see even more preach. Why are you so silly today? Because that's how I always am, man. I'm a happy guy. I had one of the best days. 2 is acceptable level of preach. Okay. All right, we got 2 2s. You can be honest. Secret room? Did I miss it? Oh, I would not mind checking that out. 2 is acceptable level of preach. Okay. Man, I had one of the best days. I mean, it kind of sucked in some ways, and that's private, and I'm not going to share that. It kind of sucked in some ways. I'm not going to share why. It's private. Molly says acceptable level of preach. Thank you, my friend. Catburger, thank you guys. He's a bleeder. Good item here. Really good item here. We might be able to win this run. We're pretty powerful. Stop, you idiot. We've got Isaac's heart, man. Stop taking dumb damage. Vita. Yeah, I had a pretty bad morning yesterday. But the evening was... I'm not going to share that. It's private. The evening was so amazing. I got to spend time with my mom. We don't get to road trip very often, and we went on like a very short road trip, like a 2-hour road trip with my mom. And my bandmates came out and sang with me for my former student's graduation. There was like 1,000 people. It was so fun. My former students graduated from my first year of teaching. They were 7th graders. Oh my god. And now they're graduated. Today, officially they're graduates. It's weird. I feel old. And the kids were so freaking... first of all, they were huge. They were so little. Love that music clip you post. Thank you. I'm going to post another one. Static. I'm going to post another one from the ceremony. I got it recorded. But I'm not going to post it right now. We're going to wait until we hit like 700 subs or something like that. I don't know. I'm sorry to keep you guys in the dark. Love you guys, but I want to build up some... I want to build up some suspense. So, you know, reward you guys for being so freaking amazing. Yeah. So freaking amazing. Reward you guys. I wish I could do giveaways. I'm poor. One of you is asking for giveaways. I love you guys. I do. I'm not exaggerating, but I'm poor. I don't have health insurance, guys. I can't even buy antibiotics right now, and I need them. Can't even go to the doctor. So anyway, I'm not. No, please. I'm not booking. I'm not searching for sympathy here. I promise. Not searching for sympathy. I am the luckiest guy ever. Got an ear infection though, and I can't even go to the doctor. Maybe my mom has some antibiotics that are old. She's gonna be sad. She's gonna be mad at me, actually. I love my mom, but she is gonna be mad at me for not taking care of my health insurance. She knows about it already, too. But she doesn't know that I have an ear infection. Anyway, so if we're lucky enough to hit 700 subs, male antibiotics, that's illegal. That is very illegal. Don't do it. You can't give your prescriptions away like that. It's very much illegal. Not recommended either. At least in my country. Maybe in yours it's legal, but in my country that's quite illegal. And not safe either. Not safe. If William was here, he would tell you the same thing. He's a nurse. It's not safe. Not safe for me. It's not safe. Mail that stuff either. Okay. Hey, we got another... Cambrian Conception gave us another Incubus. Or was that in the Devil Deal? My hearing problem probably got started by an ear infection. Christ, dude, that scares me. I know it's no joke. I gotta take care of it. Oh, that scares me, but thank you for being honest about that. Not a good idea. I know, old school, I know, but man, I can't really afford health insurance. It's too expensive. And I have to have a full-time job to get Obamacare. You have to have a full-time job that pays a certain amount of money. I'm not going to share what that amount is. But Obamacare is really, really good. Anybody who disagrees with me has never had to go without a low income like me and not have health insurance. If you're in like Great Britain or something like that, you don't have to worry about that stuff, obviously, right? Or Canada, etc. Europe, many places in Europe. So Obamacare is a godsend for people like me who are lower income. And unfortunately, I can't take advantage of it because I have to make a certain amount of money each month. And my income is very unstable. Like some months I get a lot of cash, right, from music. Other months I don't get that much. Like this month has been amazing. Just got terrible. Oh no, Doge. I'm sorry, man. I could go to the ER, but if I go to the ER with no health insurance, you know how expensive that is? You know how expensive that would be? I don't even want to think about that. Plus, you don't go to the ER for ear infections unless it's a real emergency, which it's not at the moment. But I'm pretty sure I need antibiotics. So, enough about me, though. I'll stop whining. Yeah. I'm not going to whine here. Enough about me. Anyway, let's see. The run is pretty good. Well, I mean, pretty good in quotation marks. We've got Isaac's Heart with 2 Incubus and Box of Friends, so that's great. We don't have very much HP, which is not good because we have Goat Head and we want to take Devil Deals potentially. And Isaac's Heart is one of the more difficult items to deal with. That being said, what is good about this run? You're not going to whine, but you can beer. No, I can't. I had plenty to drink last night. Thank you very much. It was one of the best nights of my life. It was a really terrible day. It was a horrible day. I'm not going to go into why. It's private. It was a terrible day. But the night was so much fun. I had all these amazing former students coming up. I'm not going to brag about it, but I had a couple of former students, boys and girls, just bawling after the graduation ceremony. Because, first of all, so happy that they graduated, and second of all, they were They literally said, I'm not gonna say what they said. But let me just put it this way. It feels good to, it feels really rewarding being a teacher in those, or a former teacher in those moments. It feels super rewarding in those moments. Let me put it that way. Being a former teacher. It makes me miss it a little bit. At the same time, sometimes not so much. Sometimes I don't miss it that much. Other times I miss it a lot. And then, not only did I get to see all my students graduate, and some who were already graduated, and ones that are going to graduate next year, but I got to party with my old teachers. And if you ever have been to a party with teachers before, oh, especially at the end of the year, have any of my students found out about this channel? Maybe. I know one of my... I know a couple have found out. But I don't think they're super regular to the channel. If that makes sense. I don't think they're super regular to the channel. I think one of them... Oh my god. Dude, if you ever been to a party with teachers at the end of the year, it was... Wow. I will not... Once again, this is one of those things, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But even though I was not in Vegas, I was close though. About 6 hours away from Vegas. It's close. I was in Nevada. And by the way, that's pronounced Nevada, not Nevada. Anybody who ever... If you ever hear somebody say, oh, I'm moving to Nevada, it's totally bullcrap. That's not how it's pronounced by locals. At all, just so you know. It's pronounced Nevada. But yeah, I'm not gonna share exactly what happens, because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. She looks like one of those girlfriends, rap guys. Girlfriends. No, there was no women involved, by the way. I told you I was single AF, and that is still the case. He also said, just so you know, I was just referring to the song. I like big you-know-whats, and I cannot lie. You other brother can't deny. When a girl walks in with an itty-bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get excited. Okay, enough of that. Let's keep this PG-13, JK. 69% PG-13. We took Horror Babylon because why the hell not? That's why. Why the hell not? Even though we have Isaac's heart and no way to regenerate our HP. Let's get... I think that's the way we're going to win this run. If we're going to win this run. The only way we're going to do it is by overpowering the enemies before they can hit us. You know? Whoa, mama, that was rude. Mama, you stomped me good with your hand out of nowhere. Oh, man, I'm so sorry, fans out there. That is not my best effort. Molly, I need help. Somebody help me with being creative. With an Isaac, with an Isaac song. Ooh. I didn't mean to make you cry. I just want... Oh no, come on. Alright, let's think about this before we just blab. Let's actually come up with some stuff before we just freestyle. Here. Carry on, little Lilith. But nothing really matters. I don't know. Usually I'm good at coming up with stuff like that on the fly, but today I'm a little bit tired. And part of that has to do with the party, the aforementioned party that I was in. Does placenta spawn here? I didn't know. Yep. Placenta can spawn from those little, these little suckers here. And that's not the only thing that can spawn from that. Either spirit hearts can be dropped from them. Red hearts can be dropped from them. And so can, blood clot. You know the item blood clot? It's like a damage up and a range up, sort of. Yeah. I also said Becky, yeah. Dun 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 dun. I like... You know it. It's true though, by the way, I do. Anyway, no comment. No comment. I'm done. I promise. We will more or less Bohemian Rhapsody when we were drunk. Oh boy, it sounds great, by the way. We could win this run if we're good. Don't shoot me. Oh, that was lucky. That was super lucky. Ah, How are we gonna do this? Not box yourself into a corner like an idiot. Tell you that. Ow. Yeah, that was stupid. Obviously. Oh boy. Curse the lost. Curse you lost. Oh, GG. Maybe. Maybe GG. Yeah. 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 Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah. Hiya. Ah. Sorry. This is not exciting content. Well, I mean, it might be exciting, but it probably sounds super annoying. It sounds like I'm having a, you know, playing a fighting game. Hadouken! Hiya! Like Super Smash Brothers Melee. Fire! Didn't we have somebody right before the stream crashed that we were talking about Super Smash Brothers? Fire! You will know what that is. Hiya! You know exactly who that is. One Vita point. One useless Vita point if you can tell me who that is. One useless Vita point. Hiya! Super Smash Brothers Melee. There's your hint. No! What you gonna do? Isaac's heart for the not win. If you want to answer, it's okay. Just a random question. Did you ever try a drug or something like that? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't find them that amazing. I have tried drugs before, yes. I don't find them that amazing. I think life is beautiful without having to, well, first of all, legal drugs, like, for sure. I used to smoke, and don't do that. It's a horrible habit. It's almost impossible to, it was so hard for me to quit. So hard. I still struggle with that sometimes. I still want to smoke. And, very difficult to quit. And it's horrible for you, also. It takes like 11 minutes. Every time you have a cigarette, it takes like 11 minutes off your life on average. Ooh, what a depressing comment there, but don't do it. And I've tried other things, but they didn't really do much for me. I mean, they had effects on me, which I'm not going to describe, because I'm not going to glamorize it, because I don't think it needs glamorization. Vita and his cocaine. Oh, no, I'm not going to glamorize drug use. I don't think there's anything glamorous about it. You know, I tried stuff. I'm not going to tell you what. Many different stuffs. Usually not at the same time. Yeah, I say usually. But it didn't, you know, it didn't do that much for me, both physically and emotionally. You know, it's interesting to experiment, but first of all, it's not very, you know, a lot of this stuff is incredibly bad for you. Not all of it, but a lot of it's incredibly bad for you, especially if you're a chronic user, right? Which means you use all the time, for anybody who's unfamiliar with the terminology. A lot of stuff is horrible for you, especially if you're a chronic user. And also, it didn't do that much for me. I think life is beautiful without needing to change it like that. But I don't judge. I don't judge. So don't take that as me judging. Man, I got friends who are all walks of life, man. All walks of life. All walks of life. I got friends who are sober all the time, and friends who are never sober, and friends who are very religious, and friends who are very polytheistic. Yeah, I think that would be the best way to say it. Polytheistic. I don't know if that's a word, but polytheism is where you believe in more than one god. And there are many religions in that way that are not monosecular. So, I have friends that are vegan, and friends that only eat meat, like kitty cats. That's really what they are. They're weird. I love them very much, but they're like kitty cats. I don't know why. You really need your vitamins. Have I vaped before? No. I mean, I've used one. I've used one, but I don't vape. No. No. I've used one before, for sure. But okay, forgot you did 4 charges, you jerk. Remember that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forgot you did 4 charges. Do we have damage? No, we're just not starting off with Eden with like terrible damage this time. Yay. Lucky me. Oh, careful, 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 careful with that. That is going to come back, that poop. That was close. Okay, pretty good floor. How are you, by the way, Starman? Good to have you. I'm sorry I didn't say hi, but I was reading your comments, as you know. How are you doing, Diego? You having a good day? And Death says hi. Oh, thanks, Mattia. Hi back to Death. Good to see you, Star. I've had a really fun stream today. Even though I've been a bit preachy. I've been a bit preachy about it. So, sorry. I'm not trying to say that I'm better than any of you. I'm just trying to relate some random life experiences to try to make somebody who is having a really rough day feel better. That's all. So, no harm meant by it. I'm also not trying to say that I know any better how to live my life than you guys do. Because that's hella not true. That's definitely not true. You have lots of preachy moments, my dude. It's one thing I like about your channel, Starman. And by the way, check out Starman's channel. He's almost at 2,000 subscribers. So if you want to hit up the star, if you like, he does a lot of Skyrim. He also plays Dark Souls. Pretty damn good at the game, if you don't mind me shouting you out. Pretty good, I'd say, Star. Pretty darn good. Better than I am. I think I might rival you, Starman, in Dark Souls 3, but I don't think I can rival you even close on Dark Souls 1. There you go. Congratulations. Almost at 2K. Yeah, nice guy. But one thing I do like about your channel, dude, and I hope you don't take offense by this, but you preach a lot, man. You preach a lot. And I don't mean that in an offensive way at all. You're playing Dark Souls. What do you mean you can't wait to play Dark Souls 1? You play Dark Souls 1 all the time, dude. I'm going to call you out a little bit. You play Dark Souls 1 all the time. But you must be excited. Sorry, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I appreciate you, bud. I do. You're super loyal. Super loyal, but you know, I'm gonna call you out a little bit. How many games do you have? Multiplayer games? Do I have? Starman has some as well. Multiplayer games do I have? Online? Let me think. Not very many. Not very many. I got Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3. There's going to be a Dark Souls marathon stream tonight. Maybe tonight. I have a gig tomorrow, though. So we'll see how late I want to stay up. Maybe not. Maybe not a marathon, but there will definitely be a stream tonight, by the way. Because the game is almost out on console. In fact, it's out on PC today. So if you want to buy the game on PC, you can play it now. And it's $20 if you have a copy of the Prepare to Die edition. Already, it's $20. If you don't have a copy, you can't buy a copy of the Prepare to Die edition anymore. They've cut that off. And it is $40, which is what I paid for it. So, which is a cash grab, you know. There's a reason they are charging money for this. When other companies like Bethesda and Skyrim released Skyrim Remastered for free if you had it on PC. It's a cash grab, 100%. It's the same game, pretty much, with a lot better stability. Meaning, as Starman will tell you, meaning on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox versions especially, there was a lot of frame rate issues. And there continues to be a lot of frame rate issues. I just recently booted it up a few weeks ago just to play for like an hour. Still are major frame rate issues on those consoles, and that should be almost completely solved, I believe. They did some testing in Blighttown. I'm sorry, Molly. I don't mean to spoil you. There's an area called Blighttown. It's difficult for first-time players. I'm looking forward to seeing you handle that. You're going to have fun with it. Sorry, spoiler. And that area, Champion's Belt, really lucky. That area was obnoxious. What is the best item for the Lost? Ooh, let's think about this. The best item for the Lost, other than Holy Mantle, is probably 9 lives. I would say almost 100%. I'd say 9 lives. Yeah. Holy Mantle and 9 lives, I think, are the best items for the Lost. Very, very, very Hey Adam, I'm so good. Good to see you. Last run here today. I'm gonna take a break. I need a nap. Hardcore need a nap because I'm still suffering the effects of last night's teacher party. Let me put it that way. And then I had to drive 2 hours in the desert, straight for almost 2 hours in the desert to get back home. So I was with my mom though, so it was fun. We got to talk, and I never get to hang out with my mom anymore. So she was so sweet and came with me to my graduation event last night. My kiddos, and the band is saying it was so fun. I'll put a video up if we're lucky enough to hit 700 subs. I'll put a video up of it. I want to give a little teaser. Can't give away all my secrets, all my content in one day. I'm sorry, guys. Can't give away all my content. I did post a picture though on Discord, if you'd like to see that. I did post a picture. You can see the girls in the band and the girls in my very small former school. There was only like 25 graduates last night, and that's not because they dropped out, although some of them did. It's just because I have a small school. I used to teach at a very small school, so it was really fun. My band drove all the way out there, even though they had to work the next day. So one of my bandmates is such a badass. She's a freaking military. Listen to this. This girl is so cool. And by the way, I'm not interested in her. She's married, actually. But she's really cool. Both of them are really cool. Both band members are so cool. She's a freaking... I'm not going to say her name for privacy reasons, but she is a military helicopter pilot. Didn't go in the secret room. Oh. Well, we can go back. Did I miss it? Yeah. Thank you, T-Bro. Yeah. Is a military helicopter pilot. She's so cool. I wish I knew what these items were, because it could be like Sacred Heart. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's top right. The miter. It's horrible. Obviously. Terrible. Horrible. That's awful. Couldn't be much worse. Oh, man. Oh, well. It could be worse. Actually, that's not true. We could have picked up items that were in a similar vein that we couldn't take with us. When we picked up this item, we increased our chances at getting an angel deal again, which is great. We also are going to have a key, which means we can have more angel deals. Even greater chance for some more angel deals. We got the hardest angel to kill, though. Let's strength card. What am I doing? Definitely strength card. So, yeah. When you pick up an angel deal item, you have a greater chance of getting angel deals later. And when you pick up a key, you have a much greater chance. It's like a 12% chance or something. Greater chance. So. Oh, let's test this. Ready? What is it? 12.5%. Close. See? You didn't know how to play sometimes. Let's get in that item room, which means we need a key. Which might be in a secret room. Tisn't. Sucks. No keys, really? What a jerk game. Could look for a super secret. But there's probably no keys in the super secret. Might have some runes, though. Tis indeed the case. Out of my face, please. Blank rune. Hagalaz. Yera. Blank rune. Probably take the Yera. Or the Degaz. One of these two. What should we take? Degaz or Yera? I think I'm going to take Degaz. Yeah. Let's take Degaz. Either one, totally good. Yura, really nice. On the chest. I'm not going to save it that long. And we don't have that many keys. But that's about it, because we can't pick up any spirit hearts. I mean, we're going to see a crap ton of spirit hearts on this run that we won't be able to use. And, so what would we Yera? You know, not that many things. You could either Yera chests or you could Yera keys or consumables, but what I would rather have is a no Curse of the Blind or something stupid like that, you know? So. I'd rather have a no Curse of the Blind. Plus, we're going to pick up some consumables on the way. Can't believe they didn't let us into that item room, though. How rude. Man. How rude. Making me skip an item room. With a freaking Lost. It's not so very nice. How am I feeling about the run so far? Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's open this. Oh, a library. Well, there's a bookworm. And we want to get rid of Shoop de Voop. Whoop to Shoop. Maybe. Maybe. I think yes. It's either going to be Belial or Book of Secrets. I'm not going to take the Bible. I don't think we need it. And it's only really helpful on 2 fights that are already pretty easy. So either Book of Secrets or Belial. Let's take... I think either would be very good for us. Let's cut down on the amount of rooms that we want to fight. And let's take the Book of Secrets. This, if all works for us well, we'll cut down on about half of the rooms that we will not have to fight. Gotta go. See you later. Wake up in 6 hours. Enjoy Dark Souls. Thanks, bud. Thank you so much, Mattia. One of my teachers, she's not working anymore, trained the GSG-9. What's that? I don't know what that is. What's the GSG-9, Cosmos? I'm so sorry I missed your message. And I did find that secret room, thanks to T-Bro. What's the GSG-9? Yeah, we're taking Book of Secrets. That's gonna, if we're lucky, and we, you know, don't have to be that lucky, we'll know where either our boss rooms are, or we'll get the map layout. And if we try to find where our secret rooms are, that's not gonna hurt either. So, totally good. Rubber cement, sweet. Sure, that's nice. Good pickup. Any keys? No, we can't get into our shop yet. But maybe later. Anybody play Terraria on PS4? Not me, Catburger. Not me. GSG is an anti-terror group. An anti-terror group? Anti, huh? Well, I don't know anything about them. Although the name seems pretty familiar. But anti-terror group, I mean, that seems cool. Right? We definitely don't. We want to be anti-terror. That's for sure, right? No kidding, Vita. You mean you want to be anti-terror? Hell yeah. I mean, actively anti-terror. You know, some people are anti... Sounds stupid, but it's true. Some people are anti-terror, but don't really have a, you know, that much influence and don't really care that much to talk about politics in real life. I love politics, and I think it's fascinating and important. I just don't want to talk about them on stream. So, sorry. Not only is, in my opinion, YouTube not for... YouTube gaming specifically, I don't think is politics friendly. But, you know, if you want to talk about that stuff with me, and we can always Discord, you can send me a message on Discord if you want to debate. If you'd like a debate, or if you're interested, I'd be happy to Discord. So... as long as you can be responsible and agree to disagree sometimes, I definitely can. Can you guys be mature enough to agree to disagree? You know? I can. Not everybody has that ability though, right? Some people it's my way or the highway. I think we've all been there before. You know? I think we've all been there before. My way or the highway. Harbingers, Warflies, I'm not going to take you. I like our run already a lot. Warfly's just going to kill us. It's a good item, but very good item. Oh, crap. We took a devil deal. Oh, well. That means we're probably not going to fight Mega. It's like SWAT in Germany. Oh, I see. I see. SWAT team, huh? Wow. And they work with the police, or they are police? Cosmos. Are they police, or do they work with the police? I would assume they have to have police training. If they don't, that's idiotic. If it's just like a vigilante group going out there and going after terrorists, which I get it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. Not saying you don't want to go after terrorists, but if you don't get police training, that seems like a recipe for a major disaster. Just saying. So so I would imagine they do have police training. Chocolate milk is cool. Really cool. I like it. One of my favorite items in the game. Even though we have an amazing tier rate already, that we didn't really need chocolate milk, I say why the hell not? There's our holy mantle. Careful, we are the lost, Vita. They only come after an attack or to stop an attack, something like that. Oh, okay, nice. Well, I hope everybody stays safe. It's easy to look out in the world and see terrorism, and it's easy to think the world is screwed. And sometimes I feel that way myself. But you know what? All I have to do is come on stream and meet people from all around the world and realize that especially the young people are, even though they make mistakes like the rest of us, I think we're in good hands. Sometimes. Mostly I think we're in good hands. I think being a former teacher, sorry, this is preachy maybe, but being a former teacher, I see a lot of amazing potential in this generation. A lot. All I have to do to renew my faith in humanity even after something terrible happening, which happens a lot. Shootings and natural disasters and bombings. I know it happens a lot and it's horrible, but all I have to do is look at you guys on stream and think about, you know, think about that that's just a few people, evil people out there. Most of us are not evil. Right? Most of us are not evil. Sorry about preaching a lot today. That's just a few people, evil people who are trying to scare you and scare all of us, you know? That is not what the world is like. And seeing my students graduate yesterday, some of them I didn't think were going to have that ability. I'm not trying to say I didn't believe in them, but you know, when I taught them a long time ago, I was a little worried that they were going to have trouble finishing school, and they did. Some of them amazingly worked very hard. So, yeah. And makes me think how not only how lucky I am to live right now in an amazing time, but how I think the younger generation is going to be so much more responsible. Hope they are. You have a lot of weight on your shoulders. That was stupid. Why did I use my spacebar item there? I thought I had shoot the whoop. That's why. Of course I do not anymore have the shoop. Shoop is the name, the last name. Shoop, not spelled the same way, but Shoop is the last name of the teacher that I shoop the whoop. Shoop is the last name of the teacher whose house we partied at last night. It's kind of funny. Kind of funny. Yeah, with the median internet. Yeah, yeah. Neighborhood. World is less violent, but more aware of the violence. You think it's less violent now? I agree. On a regular, everyday basis, I agree. I think the world is definitely less violent than it used to be. We're talking like percentage, right? Because there's a lot of violence still in many countries, including mine. But we're talking like feudalism days, you know. We're talking like World War II, World War I days. I mean, obviously that's mass destruction, literally. So, and I think something we can't forget about, right? But you're right. Something we can't forget to learn about. Man, I'm super preachy today. What an annoying streamer I am, huh? Probably losing all my subs. Love you guys, though. We can't forget about that, though. You know? Even though it's hard to look back on something that's negative happening. Yep. Even though it's hard to look back on something terrible that happens, it's super important that we do. Because we don't want to make those mistakes again, and it's easy to forget. For example, and I'm not going to talk about politics. I'm not going to talk about politics here. I do believe in one certain side of that, but I'm not going to go there. It's not important at all, and it's personal, and I'm going to keep that stuff out of the stream because it's what professional would do. Not that I'm professional, but in our country we had, and around the world, not just in my country, but in around the world, we had in 2008 an enormous recession, which, you know, the economy is still coming out of. Although it's never been doing better than it has. Although we've had some downs in the recent last couple of weeks, last couple of months, they've had some downturns, which is not good. But overall, we've never had a better economy. Lots of good reasons for that. However, they now, and I'm not saying if this is good or bad, I'm just stating out a fact, they have now decided to deregulate the banking industry again, which scares me a lot as somebody who has some money. Scares me a lot because that's the reason that the deregulation. Dark Souls hype, hell yeah, stoned, yeah man, yeah, Knox. The deregulation of the banks was the reason that we went into a recession in the first place, because of basically unsafe mortgaging. Companies mortgaging when they should not have mortgaged. Was one of the causes, one of the many causes. Companies mortgaging when they shouldn't have. People getting loans, mortgage loans when they shouldn't have couldn't afford them. And banks lending when they shouldn't have been lending was one of the major causes to the worldwide recession. You are rich, so I don't care about that. Oh, no. Obviously not rich. I'm okay, but I'm getting by, but I'm not rich. Not even, nor am I famous, and that's okay. Yeah. So that's the thing that scares me the most, is I hope we learn from our mistakes and we don't deregulate the banks again. But unfortunately, it looks like we have just deregulated more banking laws, which is what many of the reasons why we call it the Great Recession happened in the first place. So that scares me a little bit. But, oh well. What am I gonna do? I guess I gotta vote, right? What are you gonna do about it? There's only one thing you can do, which is vote. That's not true. You can petition. They don't always do much. You can petition, you can march, you can protest. You can gather on Facebook and other social media. He's not rich, he's Scott. Good one. That is me. That is me. Good one, dude. There's a lot of things you can do, but the most effective thing you can do is vote. So, that's what I'm going to do. Did he die? There was a stabbing, a police shot at him. No, I'm sorry. Oh, you're asking Cosmos. That's scary, dude. I had a shooting in my neighborhood last year. And the guy did die. Yeah, and it was a guy and he was on the loose for a while. They finally caught him, but he was on the loose. Expecta. They finally caught him. Yep. Not that I was in a dangerous neighborhood. It's just a big city. You know, I was in a city. Pretty big city, so stuff happens like that. Even in good old Utah, where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Sort of. Sort of pretty. Okay, very pretty. Some of them not so much. The athletic ones. Oh, you know what? Who cares if you're athletic? What am I even judging? Even in good old Utah, known for the capital of the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or the Mormons. You may have heard of the Mormons before. The Mormons' capital is located in my state. Friendly group of nice people. Sometimes they come to your door and try to convert you, and to them I say, I'm sorry. I appreciate your enthusiasm, young man. Usually they're 19 years old. I appreciate your enthusiasm, young man, but I disagree. Nothing wrong with it, but I disagree. I disagree. And what is a nice... sometimes if they're really spicy... Almost got that win. Sometimes if they're... I know, yeah. Weren't you in any harm? They shot his leg. Oh, geez. So did he not die? That's good. Hopefully not. The Mormons. And please forgive me. I really don't mean to be offensive. But what was it was pretty bad luck. Yeah, we didn't have a lot of damage. But what is a 19-year-old telling the spirituality to somebody who's, you know, wiser than they are potentially? Just saying. Not that 19-year-olds aren't wise, but hey, Dr. White. And thank you for coming to the stream. Wow, I know. That was a good run. We lost, but it was a good run. Anyway, love you guys. I am in desperate need of some food right now. And also, I had a party last night, so I'm a little tired. Could probably use a rest. So, I will be back in 6 hours. I will be back in 6 hours for Dark Souls 2 if you want to come back. If not, no big deal. Not Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls Remastered on console in 6 hours. I just watched the whole thing from the balcony. Oh, jeez, you saw it? Scary, dude. 6 hours for Dark Souls Remastered if you're on console. So, that was a fun day. Sorry for being so preachy, but I had a lot of fun. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for your support, for your likes and your subs, and your stories, and your jokes. I'll see you. Please check the Discord. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. See you guys in 6 hours maybe if you want. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Hasta luego, amigos.